Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Secretary, thank you for being with us here today. I'm extremely concerned and upset about the cost, overall cost, and the delays of the new Department of Homeland Security headquarters at St. Elizabeth's campus. The cost now ballooned to something like $4.5 billion. Completion dates moved out from 2015 to 2026. And frankly, I just fail to see how this is an appropriate use of the taxpayer dollars to spend this kind of money for a headquarters, and just really disappointed the way it's played out. I understand when you're consolidating 22 agencies, this is a very difficult process. I understand the command and control concerns of having your agency scattered all across the region. But to put this in perspective, the world's tallest building only cost $1 billion and only took a fraction of the time to build. And frankly, I think the way we're going about this, by trying to take these historic buildings that are crumbling and trying to bring them up to speed and build a facility, is the wrong way to go. I mean, I'm a history major, so I'm trying to contemplate or even comprehend this type of money. You talk about $4 billion. It's a quarter of the amount of money we spent to rebuild Japan after World War II, and it's three years longer. I was doing some math, and $4 billion, if you were to stack dollar bills, would be as tall as 1,000 Empire State Buildings. I mean, this is an incredible amount of money for a headquarters when we've got so many other needs in Homeland Security and other things, when we're borrowing 40 cents of every dollar we spend. And I realize that decisions were made on this headquarters before your tenure, and frankly, before I got here. And so my question to you is, will you be willing to work with us? Can you go back to the drawing board and let's come up with a better plan that doesn't cost us $4.5 billion to meet the needs of the department?
I have asked my folks to work with GSA on a plan going forward. My general observations about St. Elizabeth: first of all, it's a wonderful place. The Coast Guard's headquartered there now. It's a terrific place. I'm envious, but I will probably never work there. From my Pentagon experience, I do believe there is a value for the one team, one mission message if you have all the components in one headquarters. I've seen that at the Pentagon, in the E-Ring. You've got DOD, you've got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, all in the same square footage. And there's value to that. And I think that the morale of DHS, unity of the mission, that emphasis would go a long way if we could get to a headquarters. I also believe we ought to finish what we started. We're investing a lot of money in this project, and there's a certain wisdom to finishing what you start, and then the question becomes the timeline pursuant to which you finish it. And so we've got some years ahead of us, but I've asked my folks to work with GSA to I have some of the same questions you do.
Well, I appreciate that. I know I'm out of time, but finish what you start. If you're in the middle of a huge mess, you stop digging, and we're in the middle of a boondoggle of epic proportions, and I would just say we need to look at starting over. We could build a skyscraper up on that mountain and put the whole government in it for that kind of money. Let's look at a new plan, but I look forward to working with you.